Hey everyone, Aaron Rift here from NoDQ.com. I am in my car in the parking lot at LA Live. WWE No Mercy 2017 just concluded. Feel free to share this video. I'm sure many of you will watch it on demand as well. I am going to give my thoughts on the show and get some of your guys' reactions to No Mercy, watching it on pay-per-view on the WWE Network. I was there at the Staples Center for the show. I thought overall it was a fun show. The 3 hours went by very quickly for me. I had a good time. I'll just say that right off the bat now. The main event, I don't know how you guys felt, but I was very disappointed with that main event. When we did the predictions video, I said that WWE had an opportunity with Braun Strowman to make him a star, but instead, I felt he just got jobbed out in this match with Brock Lesnar. The crowd heat for this match was also very disappointing. Maybe they were burned out from Cena versus Reigns. Cena versus Reigns, the crowd heat was intense as hell. I mean, I've been to a lot of big-time matches in WWE, and this match had unbelievable crowd heat. I know some people are not happy about Roman Reigns winning. I knew that would be the case going in, but the way they did it, it was a passing of the torch. John Cena put over Roman Reigns. He did everything he could to beat Reigns. The Super AA, 2 AAs in a row, and Cena was still unable to get the job done. Roman Reigns won. John Cena raised his hand. Yeah, I know it's not popular, but it is what it is. Roman Reigns is the guy. Whether we like it or not, Roman Reigns, the big dog, he's not a good guy, he's not a bad guy, he's the guy. That is what WWE is going with. Now, what makes things really disappointed for me is that Braun Strowman had the opportunity here to break out. I think he should have won the title, and instead he lost to Lesnar. What's next now? Does Lesnar not wrestle for the rest of the year? What's going on with him now? I mean, I think WWE is doing Reigns versus Lesnar at WrestleMania, Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, but what are they going to do with Brock Lesnar until then? I'm not sure where they're going with this. Is Samoa Joe getting another shot? I mean, I felt it made Braun Strowman look so weak. I figured it would be more of a knockdown, drag-out fight. They would brawl in the crowd. The fans... Okay, so here's what happened. The crowd wanted to see carnage. The crowd was chanting, "We want tables," and then Lesnar hits the F5 and wins. So the crowd was not ready for the match to be over. I felt it was extremely flat. Very disappointing. Somebody said, LOL, I knew they would screw over Braun. The crowd wanted more out of this match. They wanted a fight. They wanted this match to be very intense. And, you know, Lesnar did the suplexes, and Strowman, you know, he got up from the first one. Second one wasn't quite as much of a recovery. And then the third one, less of a recovery. Somebody here, Frank said Joe's match was better. Braun should have won. Lame level over 9,000. Spot on, Aaron. Exactly right. Enzo Guerrero. Okay, so let's talk about Enzo winning the Cruiserweight title. RIP Cruiserweight division. This match was boring. Now, granted, it was in the death spot of the show. It was between Cena and Reigns and Lesnar and Strowman. These guys had really no chance, but they really did nothing. Enzo came out there, got a very disappointing reaction, I have to say. You know, I was at Raw 6 months ago in LA back in February, maybe 7 months. I'm not sure. My math is bad, but Enzo got a great reaction then. And yeah, this was the death spot, but the crowd did not care about him. Crowd did not care about this match. They chanted, "This is boring." And Neville picked up the win, or should I say Enzo picked up the win with a low blow. So yeah, I was not a fan of this. The whole Cruiserweight division is a joke, but I mean, the crowd wasn't into it at all. Enzo's promos are getting worse. So Enzo was just basically insulting Neville's looks, and this is really confusing because is Enzo a babyface? Is he a heel? I mean, what's going on here? The crowd was laughing at it like it was a babyface promo, even though Enzo cheated to win. So what the hell is going on here? The whole thing was very confusing, and the crowd did not care. Somebody said Hell in a Cell hasn't even happened yet, and that is better than No Mercy. Somebody here said Neville should leave WWE. Who beats Lesnar from here? Roman? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking at this point. I mean, what are they going to do with Lesnar now? I mean, they just blew off this match. They just had Strowman beat, and that's it. I mean, it was like it was a one-off match, just like Samoa Joe. Although I think Joe came out of that match better than Strowman did. What do you guys think? I'm really disappointed after all this build with Strowman for him to lose this match. Just wasn't a fan of it. The rest of the show I thought was pretty good. I thought the 5-way women's match, Alexa retained, I thought it was good. I liked it. I liked Alexa retaining. I thought the match was a bit short, but for what they did, I thought it was well done. The crowd was actually, you know, it's funny because the company has not done a great job of pushing Nia Jax, yet the crowd, it seems like they could buy into her if the company gave her a strong push. When she did all the big moves, when she had, I'm not sure which two it was, maybe it was, I think it was Alexa and Sasha, but I'm not sure. She had both of them on her shoulder, did the Samoa drop, crowd popped huge for it. They bought into Nia as a monster, so it makes you wonder if the company actually did something with her, how far she could go. Hamp said, was the crowd full? Yes. I believe Cole said on TV, from what I read, they said 16,000. Place was completely full. Upper deck completely full. It was definitely packed. Big crowd. So, I mean, that is at least a positive that they did draw a good crowd for the pay-per-view. You know, if they could not sell out the pay-per-view on these matches, then that would have been a really bad sign. Time will tell if fans will really buy into Reigns as the guy. I don't think it's going to ever happen. You know, you can have The Rock endorse Roman Reigns. You can have John Cena do it. You can have Steve Austin come out there and drink beer with Roman Reigns. I don't think the crowd's ever going to accept Roman Reigns as the flagship babyface of the company, which is what Vince wants. Braun should just destroy everyone on Raw. Well, he lost. So it's not like it wasn't even a controversial finish. He lost. And by the way, I apologize if the lighting's not great here. I'm just trying to record in the parking lot. Best area. I figured it would be better for the audio to be clear than to be in a better lighting area. So I apologize if it's dark, but I wanted to make sure the audio was good on this, because ultimately that's the most important thing. If Brock was full-time, I would support this title reign, but he's not. I mean, if I had to take a guess, Roman's going to be the guy to beat Lesnar, but what do you do until then? That's the question. Tag match was very entertaining. Cesaro lost a couple of teeth, his front teeth. I think from a technical standpoint, I'd have to say the tag match was the match of the night. Roman and Cena. Roman and Cena I thought was very entertaining. Crowd heat was unbelievable. Technically, it was pretty good, but I think overall I would go with the tag match. I think technically the best match. So the big question is John Cena retiring? People are asking me that. That's the big question. I don't think so. I think he's leaving to do his movie, and it's a goodbye for now, not forever. After the match was over, he raised Roman's hand. He bowed to the crowd, showing off his bald spot, and then he waved goodbye and left. He sat in the ring for the longest time. You know, he's going to do his movie. He's got other projects. He's not retired. I think Cena will be back. This was a passing of the torch. You know, this was a one-off match. I don't think they're doing another match the way this was done, with Reigns kicking out of everything, and it was very definitive. Cena lost. He endorsed Reigns, and that was that. Cena's going off to do his movie, and, you know, maybe he'll be back every now and then, but, you know, this was a symbolic passing of the torch. They shot the angle that I thought they were going to do at WrestleMania at this pay-per-view. Will Reigns be next in line for the IC title? So, if you guys read on NoDQ.com, there is a potential spoiler for TLC. You can go check it out on NoDQ.com. I'm not going to say what it is exactly, but I'm guessing something's going to happen on Raw to set up the main event for TLC and start some sort of build towards that. It looks like Reigns is moving on. Is he feuding with Miz? Is there going to be more to that? You know, you have the Miz-Taraj involved. Reigns might need some help, but I'll just leave it at that. We'll see what happens. So that there was a little bit of a cliffhanger. Other than that, I mean, other than the Miz TV segment, there was really no cliffhanger for Raw. Nothing to really get us worked up for that show, in my opinion. For the rest of the show, okay, let's talk about Jason Jordan and The Miz. I thought that was a pretty good opening match. I thought it was solid. There was even a sign in the crowd that said solid. I'm not sure if you guys saw that on television. But that was entertaining. I thought that was a good match. Although the crowd, it's funny. I wonder if WWE is going to turn Jason Jordan into the next Roman Reigns, because the match had good heat because the crowd was booing Jordan out of the building and cheering for Miz. They were chanting, "Miz is awesome, let's go Miz." They were really into that. They hated Jordan, and Jordan is like Rocky Maivia. I mean, to me, when I was watching that, this was Rocky Maivia 2017. He cut the promo afterwards and said, I forgot what he said about The Miz, some sort of insult. And the crowd just booed him out of the building. I'm not sure what they said on television, but they were chanting, what were they chanting at Jordan? Oh, who's your daddy? That was hilarious. The whole segment, I just thought, you know, it was entertaining, but what are they going to do with Jordan at this point? He lost to The Miz. He wants his rematch. So I'm not sure where they're going with this. But yeah, I mean, Jordan's getting Roman Reigns heat right now, or Rocky Maivia heat, I think is the proper way to put it. Apollo Crews looked pretty strong tonight. No, he did not. He got his ass handed to him by the Drifter. And quite frankly, I think the Drifter definitely is in a better spot right now, and he should have won. Okay, so Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. I was surprised by this. I thought Wyatt would win. I mean, all of us on the No DQ panel predicted Wyatt to win, and he lost. Wyatt got beat. So where does he go from here? And not only that, but he attacked Balor before the match, and then Balor continued the match and still won. So I guess Wyatt's going to randomly attack somebody and start a new feud. Not looking too good for him. Balor needs his title rematch. There you go. Maybe they're going to do that. Maybe that's why Balor won. Maybe Balor's going to finally get his rematch against Brock Lesnar. Lesnar is not advertised for TLC, so maybe they're going to build up Balor for Lesnar at Survivor Series. Maybe that's the next match for Brock Lesnar. I guess. I'm assuming, but I don't know. To me, that's the only thing that sounds feasible. You know, Finn Balor, it does make sense. Balor should be getting his one-on-one rematch. And that was a match that's been rumored for a while now. So, what else have I not talked about? I said the women's match was pretty good. Crowd did not care for Bayley that much. It's funny. Bayley and Sasha actually got the weakest reactions. And I was surprised. Bayley took the fall in the match and not Emma. I was a little surprised by that. I thought the match was pretty good. It was entertaining, and Alexa's really over with the fans, so that's definitely a positive. And like I said earlier, if Nia Jax, they actually pushed her strongly, I think she would have some real potential. The crowd buys into her as a monster, being there live in the arena. You know, when she did the big moves, the crowd reacted. They took her seriously like a giant. What did you think of Neville and Enzo at the end? I mentioned that earlier. I thought that was so stupid. I mean, I think they're killing the division pretty bad. Is there any other match I haven't covered yet? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I did mention a tag match. I thought that was very good. There were, what, 7 or 8 matches. Is John Cena versus The Undertaker going to happen? Doubt it. How would you rate this show? Okay, so let me go ahead and give my my grade for this show. B-. I thought about it. The show was really solid. Cena and Reigns I thought was entertaining, but the main event brought it down. If the main event was delivering like I was hoping it would, then I would have given this show a B+. But I think I give it a B- because of the end. Then again, I was there live. I'm seeing various ratings here. B, C, 7.5 out of 10, D. So this seems to be all over the place. I'll have to check the NoDQ.com poll and see what kind of reaction that's getting. C+, C, C. So it seems like it's very much of a mixed bag. F, D, A. It's all over the place here. Some people love the show. Some people hate it. I would say it's a B-. It was, you know, pretty good show, but I definitely feel it could have been better. No question about that. I thought the main event was disappointing. Cena and Reigns was about what I expected. And the tag match was good, and the rest of the show was solid. So, you know, it was a pretty good show overall. Wasn't a big fan of the Cruiserweight match, though. So that'll wrap it up. That's my overall thoughts on the show, my instant reaction to No Mercy. You know, I had a good time. The 3 hours went by quickly. So leave a comment. I will be back tomorrow night. Better lighting. I apologize again for the darkness of this video. Maybe it's just my phone. I think my brightness is low. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be back tomorrow night. I will do a longer video. Thank you. William said drive safe. I will. 246, no, actually, yeah, 246 people at one point. So thank you guys for tuning in live. Stay tuned to NoDQ.com for the very latest. Find out about the TLC potential spoiler and all the latest updates as they become available. I will see you guys next time for more No DQ video. See you guys later.